altitude, that second umbilical retracting, the boosters beginning to fire. We have preliminary booster ignition. And liftoff. Liftoff of Reid, Wiseman, Max Suraev, and Alexander Gerst, the international crew on their way to the International Space Station. Right now getting good first stage performance. The Soyuz delivering 930,000 pounds of thrust from its 4 boosters and single core engine. First stage of the Soyuz measuring 68 feet in length and 24 feet in diameter, burning liquid fuel for the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the flight. Now just about 1 minute, 10 seconds into the flight of Soyuz TMA-13M, velocity of the vehicle at 1,100 miles per hour. All indications good for the rocket as it continues the first stage, continuing to fire. Next major event will be the jettison of the escape tower at the very top of the rocket. And also be sure to watch for the boosters to break off, indicating the end of the first stage. Getting confirmation, first stage separation. You can see the 4 strap-on boosters now breaking away. They have been jettisoned, completing their job, and they'll drop away at an altitude of 28 statute miles. The Soyuz craft itself now traveling at about 3,350 miles per hour. Three crew members giving the thumbs up inside. The core stage performing as expected. That core engine of the Soyuz, 56 feet in length, 13.5 feet in diameter, with a single engine and 4 fuel chambers, providing between 178,000 and 222,000 pounds of thrust, depending on the altitude. It'll fire for about a total of 3 minutes and 28 seconds. The stage is going to continue to burn until about the 4-minute, 43-second mark. The Soyuz uses what's called a hot staging technique. So the third stage will ignite while the second stage is still burning. That's why the Soyuz has that small open area in between the second and third stages. And you saw that bit of a jolt for them as that third stage cuts off and separates. The single liquid fueled engine shutting down and dropping away at an altitude of about 125 statute miles.
Место осталось только внизу. И это последнее. Это успеем. Так, астронавтов не повредить, космонавтов. Молодец, господа, всем спасибо. Все выходим на улицу, кому обозначено. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Дорогие друзья, вас а дублеров сейчас, отойдут в сторонку. Земля в иллюминаторе видна. По всему светоматии, пустым по земле она одна. Ellie, you good or you want to get higher?
Oh, look at the love. Oh, isn't that neat?
Не внутри, салфетки, в принципе, лучше в кармане.
That's what you're terrible, right? But this has to be Да.
А сколько у нас начало будет? Сейчас нормально.
Все, спасибо.
Помогайте, суфлеры, помогите.
Bouger, parce que quand il va pleuver, j'essaie de l'avoir avec le logo aux uns, mais après je vais de mettre de l'autre côté.
Comme le scaphandre se gonfle, se dégonfle.
Раз, два, три. Вот, да. Если, допустим, я потом, ну, в корабле, там, допустим, да. Вот, что у нас там сейчас? А Рика, кто же вам такие классные футболки подарил?
Старт такой обеспечивает это несколько сотен людей. Можно попросить вот что-то сказать от себя этим людям, которые...
Ну, об этих людях я не знаю. Я могу сказать одно, то, что, естественно, без их, которые готовят наш полет, которые обеспечивают, которые готовят нас, космонавтов. Я думаю, сейчас еще все это...
Да, точки тоже разошлись.
Да, точки разошлись.
Очень большая луна.
Вот.
Все отлично вообще. Погода тоже радость.
Hi, Ellie. Hi, Katie. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
Right now?
When you're up in space.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And I'll even send them to you directly. You don't even have to go on Twitter to find them. Rafferty, he is in our spacecraft right now. And then I'll get in first, and I'll go get in my seat, and this guy named Ildam, a very good guy, he's going to strap me all in, and then he'll strap Alex in, And then when Max comes down, Eildar will give Max gravity, and Max will hang him up on the hatch, and then we'll close the hatch, make sure he looks just right, and then we'll be ready to roll.
Question and she's shy. I'm going to say it for her. Excited?
I am unbelievably excited. Excited to go with Dana? I don't know. Hopefully I'm just...
How far you can be from Earth?
I will only be about 250 miles. So, like from Texas to Mississippi, not very far. So when I fly over Houston, wave, I might be able to see you. Probably not. Wave big. Yeah.
You're all looking so fine in your suits. Yeah. And I have to say, finally the real ones. На конце концов, настоящий скафандр.
Yeah, we don't look as good as some other. I'm with you, Ellie. I'm so glad we got to hug each other in Star City. Those were great hugs. We got good pictures. I love you too, Katie. Bye, Ellie. I love you, Ellie.
Deinen Kollegen auch. Wir freuen uns natürlich, dass das jetzt losgeht und wir drücken die alle ganz fest die Daumen für einen guten Start und vor allem auch gute Arbeit an Bord der ISS.
Ja, vielen Dank und viele Grüße an alle Mitarbeiter des DLR und der ESA.
Salut. Bon voyage to you three. I think that it's very nice to see the three of you together. And I can tell you that all ESA people is behind you.
Bit close to the microphone.
Yes, I was saying that all ESA people is behind you. So you will see the kick at la launch. It's 2,000 people kicking you to help you.
Emails with best wishes from colleagues, from friends. So it's good to know that there's this huge team behind us. And please forward my best regards to everyone at home. And I'll give a wave during liftoff if the camera switches over to me for a minute maybe.
Oh, he doesn't trust me. I think you should pay me a little bit. I can also do it. Oh, you twice, for him and for me.
Wish you all the best. All your colleagues, as DG said, are behind you, and we will have an eye on you throughout your mission. And I would like to wish you really all the best. Good stay in orbit. As I wrote you in SMS, use every second, half a year, as you.
In hindsight, still happy birthday.
Have a great time. Enjoy yourselves. Take good care of Space Station. Absolutely.
Bottom of my heart, I congratulate you on your readiness to launch. Everything is nominal. I've just checked. We will be waiting for you back here on Earth. Yes, of course, we're a little bit nervous, but this is normal. This is just the kind of nervousness that is not fear, but rather the anticipation. Everything is good. We've done everything we could to prepare.
Председатель государственной комиссии экипаж Международной космической станции 4041 в выполнении космического полета. Знаешь, дорогу это здорово.
Максим, удачи! Максим, удачи! Guten Flug! Guten Flug!
Знаешь, председатель государственной комиссии экипаж прыгал на станции. Полет готов.
Всем спасибо! Всем спасибо! Повыше! Повыше, да! Alles Gute! Ebenfalls, danke! All the best! Alles Gute! Всего доброго! Alles Gute, alle! Счастливо, полет! Счастливо, полет! Auf Wiedersehen! Auf Wiedersehen!
Dan Hartman, Deputy ISS Program Manager. Dan, a thunderous start to Expedition 40 and 41. Your thoughts as you watched the Soyuz take flight today?
Yeah, Rob, spectacular launch. You could see it for a long way. 4 minutes into flight, you could still hear the engines rumbling. It's on a high-speed chase to catch up with the space station. In about 6 hours, the space station's already been maneuvered into position for docking, and so we're well underway to get this expedition going.
Once this crew arrives on board, a challenging 6 months lies ahead. How complex will this be, and how critical is this mission for the station program?
Critical, Rob. We got a lot of research that we need to do that we'll be flying up some new and exciting research, research that we haven't performed on the ISS before. We have several EVAs lined up in the August time period, sandwiched with a couple of Russian EVAs before that. So the crew's going to be very, very busy. We'll pace them, make sure they have ample time to do the things they need, but it's going to be an exciting mission for them.
A couple of days ago, this rocket was horizontal on a rail car headed for the launch pad. Now it's headed for the space station. How remarkable has this whole experience been to watch this vehicle come to life?
As you know, we were there for the rollout. It's simply spectacular to watch the Russians go through this process of bringing it out of the hangar, rolling it on the rail cars, bringing it upright, preparing the rocket, going through the crew commission reports. It's just a phenomenal flow. They do a magnificent job, and I congratulate them for that.
Bill Gerstenmaier, NASA's Associate Administrator for Spaceflight Operations. Bill, the Soyuz on its way. An amazing start to what will be a complicated mission. What were your thoughts as it soared through the night sky heading for the station?
I mean, just another amazing launch. And when I look at the rocket, I just think of all the people that have come together around the world to make this flight happen. And I think of the trainers back in Houston that have trained the crews to get ready to go on board the space station. I think of all the workers here at Baikonur that have prepared the spacecraft. So it's just a tremendous feat when I see all that teamwork, all those people around the world coming together to actually put together this launch that we just got to witness here in Baikonur.
Another testimony to the strength of the partnership. How important is all of this as this crew embarks on a complex expedition?
Yeah, again, I look at this crew and I can't think of a better crew with Alexander Gerst from Germany and Max from Russia and Reid from the U.S. Just what a tremendous crew this is. I see them bond together and really work together as I don't see normal teams come together, and they've done a really good job, and they're just an excellent model for all of us on the ground and all of us here in the control centers around the world. So if we can mimic their spirit of cooperation and their teamwork, it'll be just awesome. So again, I'm looking forward to a tremendous expedition. What a great start tonight. I can hardly wait to see this expedition get started, and we'll maybe get to see a docking here in a couple hours, so it'll be great. So,
Bill, the launch comes on the 5th anniversary of the inauguration of a 6-person crew on board the station. How complicated has it been for the sustenance of the station with this kind of continuous human presence?
Yeah, it kind of makes me think a little bit. When we first launched the first 6-person crew, you know, Mike Suffardini and I talked about whether we could really do this, and we weren't sure from a resupply standpoint would we have enough supplies and consumables and everything we needed for the crew to actually make it through the 6-person increment. And to think now here we are 5 years later is just a phenomenal, again, testimony to the team that worked so hard to make, you know, what little simple things, but to make sure the food is there, we've got the right things on the right cargo vehicles. Is just a tremendous effort by all the folks involved to keep the space station operating, flying, and doing world-class research every day.
Jean-Jacques Dordain, you've seen many launches, but they're always fantastic, aren't they?
The emotion is always the same, or even maybe it's more and more, and especially that one was so beautiful. I must say that we have seen the launcher almost until the ignition of the 3rd stage, and that was a fantastic emotion. And to have a colleague going up there, I think that it's always something fantastic.
For ESA, it looks like a golden age. We've got an astronaut which came back recently, this one now, and then another one. We've got a lot of work to do over there.
Yes, no, that's right. The new class of astronaut which has been selected in 2009, all the 6 are now assigned to a flight, which is not bad. And we had already the flight of Luca, and Alexander is the second one. But Alexander is the first one on an ESA flight, because Luca was flying on an ASI flight. So we can say that Alexander is the first one on an ESA flight, and the others will come. When Alexander will come back, Samantha will go. So meaning that it will be 1 year with an ESA astronaut on board the space station, and that will continue until 2016.
And this international cooperation really works well.
Oh yes, no, but the space station is a fantastic laboratory for research and for progress for the scientists, but it's also a fantastic laboratory for international cooperation. I must say that to have the 6 persons working and living safely on board, there are 6,000 persons working on planet Earth on 3 different continents, and they better cooperate, because if they don't cooperate, I think that the 6 persons on board are at risk. So it's a fantastic laboratory for cooperation, and I think that it's a model of cooperation which should be imported on planet Earth.
Professor Werner, you're the chairman of DLR. For you, it's a good day, a great day.
For me, it's a very special day. You see, I entered into this business some 7 years ago. I'm a civil engineer, so I came just from outside. And in 2009, Alexander Gerst was selected. And from the very first day, I knew him. And today, he's now on the way to ISS. And I can tell you that this is really very much moving my heart, because I feel some responsibility for him. We are from DLR, we are not ESA, but we are part of ESA, and I'm the head of the German delegation to ESA, so I was part of the overall action to send him to space, and also as a German space agency we are supporting this mission with some experiments. So I feel a little bit responsible, although I'm not really a rocket engineer. But you can really believe me, I'm feeling very much in my heart, and I'm with him in this very tiny capsule.
And your personal feeling of this nice show?
Yes, the show is also excellent. I mean, here we are very close to the launcher. You can not only see it, you can feel it, you can hear it. Your whole body is moving by the sound and also by the color you can see. And we were very lucky that we had very good weather, so we could follow the launch for a long time. So it was really impressive, and I'm just deeply impressed.
And the utilization of the International Space Station will continue, and with these experiments you were mentioning, it's important?
Yes, and if you look into what you saw today, so an American, a Russian and a European of German nationality together, when they were greeting us, when they said, now we are entering, this is what I would like to see in the future also for the actions on Earth, so that we are working together beyond national borders, and in space we are doing it already. And so I hope that the utilization of the space station will also bring back what we think what it is worth. That means a lot of real experiments which help us, for instance, in medicine or in material science, but also that we see that space activities are working beyond all these tiny problems we have on our Earth.